Good morning. I love you. See how much better that is with the audio turned on? With the audio turned on? I'm going to play Magic today. Ain't that something? We are going to embark upon the journey into a world with no Agent of Treachery, with no Fires of Invention, but with Temur Reclamation up the ass. Or out the ass. In some respect, Temur Reclamation is doing something relative to the ass, but I don't know what the right idiom is. All I know is that they're gone. And so, since the bans happen on June 4th, we have some non-companionation nation to be facing up against. For any of you that did not know, companions have been changed. Companions used to say, if you follow the constraint, you can cast this from the sideboard on your turn. Now it's been changed to, you may put it from the sideboard into your hand for 3 mana, and then you can cast it from there like a normal nerd. So I'm excited to just be in a world with no companions, or less of them. In a world with no BS Yorian flickering things in and out. I'm excited to play the game that I feel like is Magic. Because I don't know about you, but I kind of had a sensation of, I loved Ikoria when it came out. It's the most fun I've had playing Magic in some time, but then I just kind of got unbelievably disenchanted. I was just like, please, I don't want to play against another damn companion deck. Not because of necessarily the power level, but because of the linearity of the experience. As we're coming back on this fine Tuesday, Smokin' Dragon gifted us 5. Iceman, 1014 gifted 5. Some more people come back. Orange Chimp says, I'm still celebrating the death of Jeskai Fires with a 19-month. Hell yes, me too, Orange Chimp. All good dogs. 8 whole months. What a good dog. What a good dog. Iceman says, great to see you back, Sean. I just want to give my sincere thanks for my aunt dies and the great support you and the community gave. Hits have been coming since then. A friend of mine just committed suicide. I'm really glad your stream is back to help cope. God, Iceman. Jeez, it feels like 2020 is just not pumping the brakes. God, that's horrible. And let's not forget that there's a whole lot of just existential threat that a lot of people are feeling with Corona and some of the just general turmoil and protesting happening, particularly in the States. We're just going to be, as I was saying yesterday, if any of you are having any stress, if any of you are having any sort of, I think maybe like overwhelmedness, just come here, man. You get support here. And sometimes that support comes in the form of just hanging out, getting a little bit of escapism, focusing on something else. Some of that support comes in the form of talking about it and knowing that there's people here who care. This is not really where you come to debate shit, unless it's stuff that is interesting and doesn't matter that much, like plot lines and stories or mechanics in games. We're much more about support. Leon Shee says, broke down called a therapy line, had the first one on Monday. Therapy's great, man. I think everyone should go to therapists. You know, I like to think of therapy as in the same way you go to a physical trainer to learn techniques for fitness, to avoid injury, and to maximize the efficiency. Therapists are like emotional trainers that introduce to you techniques and ways as to not pull an emotional muscle while being healthy. It's so good. God, I can't tell a lie. I really want to run this. I really want to run this deck. I really want to run a Jeskai Fires list. I'm really in the mood for it, my friend. God, what a thing of beauty this deck is. What a thing of beauty. I tried putting in Omen of the Sea. I actually just kind of want a traditional Controlio list. What was... I just deleted a bunch of cards. I once upon a time had this old Jeskai list that I kind of liked a lot. Oh, what about Esper Bolas? This deck was just crazy fun. This deck was super sweet, leveraging Tail's End. I mean, really, we just got to figure out a bunch of new cool techniques to make Jeskai an awesome deck. Now, do I want to be a counter-focused one? I mean, I feel like... Let's actually take a peek at what is on the top of the ladders. I want to do this Jeskai list for one reason and one reason alone. I want to be able to win games with Godzilla. So, my understanding of the meta is that it's a lot of Wilderness Reclamation style decks is one of them. And also a lot of Jund Sack and Bant Ramp style decks. Yeah. So I think I'm going to want a lot of enchantment destruction. A lot of enchantment and artifact destruction. It seems like it could be quite nice. Maybe a Heliots, maybe a single copy of this seems reasonable. I was running a pair of Scorching Dragonfires. Boop, boop. Get on down there. This is not very good against the cat decks. Shatter the Sky's alright. Let's see here. So it's just, I'm going to be getting pinged a lot. Okay, maybe an Absorb is perfectly acceptable to be running a bunch of these. But I feel like I need some cheaper ones. Aether Gust. Seems like this would be a useful one to have in the main as well. Wow, look at me. I'm a real hater, man. I had a rough time. Man, I seem to have really been upset at some point in the past who've been running 4 fucking Disdainful Strokes. What is the matter with me, man? This is me going, I hate Yorion, I hate Fires, I hate Wilderness Reclamation. I'm putting in 4 Disdainful Strokes in the sideboard. Like, there's not even Dovin's Vetoes in the sideboard. I don't want anything big, creature, or anything. Get it out of there. Fuck, man. Ugh. Oh, God. We're going to have some fun today. We're going to do some of our revisiting of just awesome stuffs of old. Oh, my God. This is so great. We're going to be running some maybe mono green action. Definitely running Narset, Parter of Turrets. What got banned says Royal Weekend? Companions got reworked. Like literally the mechanics of Companions got reworked. Agent of Treachery got banned. Fires of Invention got banned. Oh gosh, how do I want to flesh out this pupper? I think some Narsetage feels like it would be valuable. I feel a little light on the card drawing effects. I don't even know if this is going to be that effective. I don't even know. I don't even know. So I think this can come out. Maybe I should put in 2 main deck Mystic Disputes. Maybe something just like this. This is eh. We'll put in Dovin's, Vetoes. I think a pair of these always seems reasonable. Put in 2 of everything, huh? 2 of everything. You know, why not? Heliod's Intervention. Bang. Jeskai's Warm Return. Let me go ahead and just delete a couple of these things because everything's been reworked. It's unclear to me what the excellence is. I'm going to delete the Azorius control. Esper Bolus is pretty fun. Oh my god, maybe this Mothra deck. Oh my god, we did some interesting stuff with mono white Mothra, didn't we? Oh shit. I didn't even come up with a sideboard for this. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some traditional standard ranked with this Jeskai's Warm Return. I mean, I really think that maybe I should be skewing things even harder towards the... Maybe I should be skewing things even harder. I didn't check my mana base at all. Maybe I should be skewing things even harder towards the green counterings. Maybe I should have been doing that. Are you kidding me? I'm up against a freaking Yorion deck. Is this the Azorius control Yorion? Nope, this is Esper, and we're about to get the Thought Erasure. It's good to be back. The one with Mexican says, finding it so hard to motivate myself to study. Glad D9 is here to help with that. Dude. The one with Mexican, let me tell you. What are you studying? What are you studying? And what is your study? Thought Erasure rotating in the fall, hell yeah. Studying for my Step 2 exam. Like, what subject? What subject matter? I care not what phase you're at. Oh, it's a medical licensing exam. Oh, fascinating. Hey, Party Panda, I am back. It's weird the fact that I'm back, because I haven't streamed a lot, but I've been doing the shit out of a lot of work. Most notably the PC Gaming Show. Oh, that sucks. Let's get a land, huh? Let's get a land, huh? Got a land. Yeah, but I've been doing the shit out of a bunch of work, and it's just so weird to me to, like... I both feel like I have not taken time off, but also, perceptually, everyone's like, Day9, welcome back. Oh my god, I missed you so much. And I'm just like, I guess I was not streaming for like a month. But now that I've taken a month off, I think I need like maybe a week or two off. I think I really need that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to play Teferi, Time Revelary. And I think I have to -3 here. My opponent is stuck on 3 mana. So am I. Shit. Probably bounce this.
That's more like it.
Okay.
Let's try this.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave the mana open right now, so that way I can Scorching Dragonfire. Alright, so what I need to do is I need to just draw a land. I need to just draw the land. I will get the Elspeth Conquers Death. And then not a Yorion was seen that day. Now, if I can play Teferi and bounce my own Elspeth Conquers Death, that will be dope. John says, I took 2 weeks off a while ago, but scheduled one of the Wednesdays to come back so I could catch up on crap I missed. And honestly, it made the whole thing better. What are the odds of that? Huh. This is a bit tricky, because I can bounce this. You know, I think I am going to bounce this. Because Shark Typhoon is obviously a very scary card. But spells are going to cost 2 more thanks to the Elspeth Conquers Death Chapter 2. Oh yeah, Mono Green Stompy. I'm like really excited about that. I think All Good Dogs linked us to a Mono Green Monsters deck. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I know this one. This one is awesome. We got it. We will run Mono Green as the very second thing. So that cost 4 and will therefore produce something that costs 2. Which I can wait until the end of turn and then blast off. And I think what I also will do is Heliod's Intervention to blow up both of these. So Yorion is now in the hand. Great. So I'll just blow this up.
I've got it.
So Heliod's will hit both of these. And I have enough mana for a single Mystic Dispute. So Hoft 22 should likely be envisioning that Yorion Sky Nomad is going to get flickered. Maybe I'm fucking up here. Yeah, maybe I just should have Heliod's on my turn. Ugh.
Now what?
I was expecting Yorion Sky Nomad, and I suppose, getting a little greedy. Oh, shit. Dude, I am like... The rust is showing. We just get countered, huh? Alright, I'm just going to concede if I get countered. I just, like, really messed up this sequence. Yeah, I just need to get the hell out of here. This is just a super whoopsie daisies experience. So we don't need this. We don't need Aether Gust. We'll take the Strokes and the Disputes and the Narsets and the Dovin's Veto. Probably seems good. This Heliod seems like it would be nice. Probably don't even need these. Oh, Shatter the Sky. Yeah, let's get rid of those. I don't think I need the Heliod's Intervention. I don't think. I really did a crappy job on this sideboarding plan. I just kind of put cards in I wanted to play. I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm just like, ugh. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. This is a bit narrow. Seems like it's okay in game 1 and not amazing in game 2. But I feel like that would actually be quite good against... feel like it would be quite good against some of those very scary Junsack decks. How other people sideboard in this, huh? That's an interesting idea. Okay, so I think I have to do this one first and crack it for blue. I believe I have a pretty good amount of basic lands here, yeah. I'm just going to do this, leave up the mana for Dovin's Veto, and then scry and Raugrin, and just really slow this game down. Oh, Mr. Buckle says, "Hey Sean, happy to have you back and hope you've settled into the new home." It's actually been pretty dang nice. I got to admit. It's been pretty dang nice being in Los Angeles again. I almost need to lower my chair so that way I sit up straighter. Because I've just been like, just like hunching. Simon Boxa is asking if I'm going to be doing an M21 set review soon. Well, Simon Boxa, get this. Hidden beyond the fold of the title of this very live stream is the announcement that I'm doing the M21 full set review Thursday this week. Ooh, it's going to be a long one. It's going to be a long one. Oh, that's right. I need to respond to that next time. I guess we just don't worry about that, huh? Thursday card review. Wasn't Ikoria like 10 hours? Ikoria took... about 8 hours, I think. Dum 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 dum. Dude, okay, let me tell you something weird. Okay, so last week I did have some days off where I wasn't doing anything, but like I was like beyond burnt out going into the PC gaming show, because like I went, I'm a tired boy, into Move, which took more energy than I thought, into PC gaming show, which took about as much energy as I thought it would. So I was like so tired, so I didn't listen to like any music, and I listen to a lot of music typically. That's like sort of how I decompress and rest and do all that good stuff. It's just, you know, you want to listen to the music. Teferi, Time Raveler, into, counter, into. Sorry, your Mystic Dispute does not apply here. So I wasn't listening to any music, but what I did watch was Let's Plays of the original Lemmings, which is a game that is amazing, and I'll tell you what it is in a moment. But Lemmings... Okay, so we are suspicious that our opponent does have a Mystic Dispute in the hand. Okay. So Lemmings, when it came out, the music soundtrack that they did is they just took, like, you know, various freeware songs, like She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain When She Comes. And... I'm shocking this in, so that way if I absorb, that costs 3 mana, and then if I get Mystic Disputed in response, I can pay the 3 mana. But, like, they took all these old freeware classic tunes and kind of made a digital version of them. And, alright, I'm not blinking first. And I now have, like, She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain When She Comes... and Home on the Range and shit like this, like, stuck in my mind. Okay, so if I counter... I'm going to go ahead and try to spend some of my mana. Hoft can say, do something to counter this. And I think that would be fine. I don't have anything I can do in response to this. Again, can get Mystic Disputed, and I can pay the cost. So, I strongly suspect that Hoft has a way to annihilate Narset.
Think, then act.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to play like this. I expect an Elspeth Conquers Death will come down. Perfect. So we at least got Narset to draw a card.
We misjudged our communication.
I will then be able to Elspeth Conquers Death in reply. I think I do still want to keep playing the land. I'm not interested in cycling. That feels good. Seen Monster Train Day 9 TV? I'm gonna be playing it soon. Unfortunately, LLD Fuglin, I have to play Command & Conquer Red Alert. I'm well aware, my friend. I am an aware bear. I'm gonna play Narset first to help deny draws and to help get me ahead in card advantage. I'm actually gonna get the Absorb. This is slowly becoming hilarious. That's perfect, because now that she dies, I have a target for Elspeth Conquers Death. Chapter 3.
There are so many myths. Meditate.
Perfect.
Prepare.
A dream come true. Glory. Glory be to myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh shit, no, I fucked up, didn't I? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I'm the best. I did count correctly. Okay. Target player gains 5 life. This thing takes a bunch of damage. Oh, and Elspeth Conquers Death is out.
Overwhelming.
That resolves at the same time? Oh, shit. Alright. I am not the best player. I am not the best player here. Also it's pronounced Ilfun. You got it, man. I'm going to do this. I permit it to resolve. My opponent has 3 mana up for an Absorb. It's painful. I thought I was going to get to draw 5 cards. Because I misread this because I thought it was target player gains 5 life, Inspired Ultimatum deals 5 damage to any target, then you draw 5 cards. So in my mind, I was like, perfect. I will now get to deal the damage and then draw 5. This is clearly way better. And I think that this is absolutely fine to -3 here.
Oh, I've done hero things before.
Should have cracked that before. Wow, it's kind of funny how rusty I am. How about Lemmings on a day 9's day off? Dude, Tompa 83, I'm actually really tempted to just keep doing some nostalgia stuff. I mean, I think that, like, there's just so much stress happening in the world right now. Just so much stress happening in the world right now that, like, I kind of... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. It resolves. And part of the way in which I sort of, like, cope with and deal with a lot of stressful stuff is by just nostalgia-ing the shit out of everything. That's a kind of a dirty draw.
Hone your prowess.
Now, if I cast this, I think maybe this is the... I can make one huge shark. I think I just hold on. I think I just hold on to it. I don't think I play the Typhoon. I don't think I play the Typhoon. I don't think I play it. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think making this x equals 7 is good enough. Because I think that, like, my theory here is that my... Oh, you got fucked. My theory here is that my opponent does not have a good way to kill a big creature. Yeah. My opponent doesn't have a way to kill a big creature, and I only need 3 turns to win with this one.
Ikoria is familiar. I train the shadows.
I'm gonna go to +6. And so for that reason, playing this, denying a few draws, and killing that's really good. Wow, my opponent actually did have it. Okay. My opponent's actually running a Shatter the Sky. Well, I guess it makes sense if you're a Yorion deck, because you have like 800,000 cards. I'm just gonna keep plussing it.
Open the mind.
I love middle Narset. I love middle Narset. Yeah, Tom, I kind of want to just, like, maybe even do some extra streams and just, like, retro the shit out of life. I'm absolutely going to do this because my opponent can pay 3 to prevent this from going off. At which point my opponent will have no mana to do anything else useful with the turn. Oh, okay, we won anyways. Do I think these Disdainful Strokes are good enough? Apparently in the past I thought that I did, so they're in the deck. Cool. Good job, Sean. High five. Why is she middle Narset when there's no big Narset? Sandy, for whatever reason, the nomenclature is... Baby is 3 mana, Teenage is 4 mana, and 5 and up is big. This is Big Teferi and Little Teferi. Teenage Teferi. Or Middle Teferi. That's what I've heard. Little and Baby are reserved for the 3 mana cards. So we're working our way towards Middle Teferi. Anoka's Secret says, "Hey Sean, glad to see you back. I love you and I missed you." Oh, Anoka's Secret, do you know? Do you know of that video? It's just like, "Hey, I'm sorry I missed your call. Just calling you back to say that I love you and I miss you." Ooh. And when she goes, "Ooh," it shows a race car moving. I just want to say that I love you and I miss you. Ooh. And I know you're done. Ooh. It's real. I'm looking it up right now. Hold on. Soon enough, there will be a link in the chat. I love you and I miss you. Ooh. Oh, there it is. Look, it's already been marked as a viewed video. Oh my god. Sigurdini says, "I have a race car." And the lady I referenced that video whilst I drive all the time. And the lady and I referenced that video while I drive all the time. Wait, Sigurdini, you had a 30-day project relative to your race car, right? Where you were like rebuilding the inside of the chassis? Incorrect words notwithstanding. That was really dope. If that was you, and if not, I want to let you know, Sigurdini. I think it was you. I don't want to be presumptuous. All right, Hoft 22. There's some serious beeswax battles going down here in the gold leagues. Bow. I love you and I miss you. Ooh. Yeah, me and Britt do that all the time too, and it is fucking fun. It's some fun shit. It's tight. I think I'm plussing right here. I'm plussing Teferi.
I am not making this
Hoft
up as
is
I go.
running Oath of Kaya's, and outside of that, there's little that scares me. Thank you for this gem, says Fast Lores. Anoka Secret says, so Sean, what do you think of the companion rule change? Reckon it was for the good? Yeah, I do. Like, I think many of you know this if you've watched me over a long period of time. I tend not to have particularly strong opinions, and they tend to build and build when there's enough evidence, and then when there's enough evidence for me to actually have an opinion, I start to go, yeah, this is what I think.
You show remorse, I'll show you strength. There's nothing.
Well, I dare say this sucks ass. My opponent is soon going to have enough mana to cast an Elspeth Conquers Death. So I'm leery of doing anything that pluses here. You know, like for instance with Swarm Host in StarCraft 2. In Heart of the Swarm, I was quite a fan of Swarm Host. I liked the way that they shaped the game. But as time went on, it started to be like, actually, everything keeps degenerating back to this thing. And it started to become bad. And I sort of have the same, by God, I know how to read a deck. It made me start to just be like, yeah, no, I'm not a fan. No, and no. We're getting very close to an instant speed Godzilla.
We will meet again.
Baby, if you Palaka with me, I'll Palaka with you. I know what you want. This thing being alive sucks. Kind of kills the usefulness of this pupper. Holy shit. Oh no. Oh god. Oh fuck. Oh jeez. Oh god. Alright, well, let's go ahead and Raugrin it up. Actually, I want to... like that. Nice.
Right on schedule. I'll protect you.
In instant speed, Inspired Ultimatum would be tight. I cannot cast it though, and that sucks. Hiya, Orzhov, sucka.
I like a good fight. Notice I didn't say fair. I'll be back. I won't forget this.
That's more like it.
Hey, so I mean, I'm certainly going to shock in a Steam Vents. Certainly. I mean, I guess this is an Inspired Ultimatum spot. I think so. I think this is just it, right? We just Inspired Ultimatum. We have to do this. We must do this. An Inspired Ultimatum probably on the Shark, right? So I target this player heals, this thing dies, we draw 1 billion, binga dinga banga wanga banga. We have to discard 3 cards. So I will chuck the Triome, the Shockland, and the Shockland. So now, my Teferi can live, which means that I have the ability to say Elspeth Conquers Death and then still have mana up to do something, so that way I can counter. See, the reason these turns are so weird is Teferi. And I would say that I have a very fluid experience with remembering Teferi's passives. Oh my god, fuck, that is such horrible news. Oh, shit. Oh my god, fuck. Oh god. Oh jeez. Ah, shit. Oh my god.
I'm gonna make
Holy
myself
crap.
scarce.
But anyways, with respect to companions, I think companions are honestly pretty fantastic. I think companions are awesome, conceptually speaking. Because Magic the Gathering will live and die by its design space. if there stops being enough cool things going on. These sharks are a real fucking problem, aren't they? Ah. Yeah, I think I gotta kill the Shark Typhoon. Hey. Anyways. And so I'm always interested in ways in which Wizards of the Coast is trying to, like, push out the possibilities with respect to what one can and can't do in the magics. I think it's fantastic. And I think that sometimes they come up with mechanics that suck. In particular, I was watching videos of Dredge this morning, and Dredge is a mechanic that is bad. Dredge is a mechanic where somebody making a mistake.
But not forever.
And without going too deep into Dredge... No, fuck it, let's go too deep into Dredge. Dredge says, if you have a card in your graveyard that says, say, Dredge 2, it means that whenever you draw a card, you can instead go, I'm not going to draw this card. I'm going to put this thing that says Dredge 2 into my hand instead. And the price for doing that is putting 2 cards from the top of my deck into my graveyard. And if it said Dredge 4, the cost for doing that would be putting 4 things from the top of my deck into my graveyard. Now, notice how I phrase this. You can choose to put something that says Dredge into your hand, and the cost for that is doing something, putting these things into the graveyard. But in Magic, having shit in your graveyard is really, really good in lots and lots of decks. So what this means is that many decks go, oh, so in order to choose to put something I want into my hand, I get to fill up my graveyard, which I want to do anyways. It's just like, in order to do something beneficial, you have to do something else beneficial, you know? It's like, listen, you can only get $1 million if you also don't have to work for the next 3 weeks. I'm like, all right, I'll do that. This is great. Oh, no! No! We pretty much lost this. Yeah, so I mean, it's just like a terrible mechanic. And let's see what the Teferi does. Look, 1 Teferi, killing a Teferi, feeling good. So we die relatively soon, which I would say is bad. Can we get a Godzilla though? Well, fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I see precisely uno way out.
Oh, I've done the hero thing.
Come on, Kaya. It's time to plus Kaya. Alright, now we die. Shit. Rats. Damn. Crud. Alright, we gotta do some adjustments to our totally sweet Jeskai deck that involves Godzilla. I think I do want a 3rd Narset. I think she's awesome. Bam. Okay, so let's think about this. If I'm up against a control-y deck, I'm probably going to remove Shatter the Skies. We might not even need this one. The only ones I'm really removing against control decks, huh? And maybe this one. I just have like too much sideboard toolage for control and not enough space to get them in. You know, I think I also want another Shark Typhoon because I love this card. Love this card. I think keeping Narset part or Veils on the side seems... maybe that is kind of weird. These are the cards that I find sweet. And this last. Love this one. I actually think this is the weird one. I think Absorb is the one that feels weird. That's the card that's odd. I think having 4 Absorbs is the weird one. Yeah. Because I want cheap-ass counter magic. I want my 2-mana counter magics, huh? The rest of this deck is proactive. Nice. God, I feel smart for having figured that one out. Yeah. This was cool. This was... Oh! What a totally sweet and sick play that Day 9 fellow just did. By the way, so I have 4 ofs of everything, and then I have a pair of the blue-white lands, and then mostly blue-white. Yeah, I think that seems good. Makes me feel a little bit better about putting in our sweet last baby Narset. Come on in, Narset. Narset. I don't actually know if I want a ton of them, but... Because Narset, I can also think of Narset as kind of like 2 Narsets is kind of more access to Shatter the Skies. Like, not like literally, but, you know, can kind of help in that regard. What are cards that other people are running in this damn game? I'm going to actually go look at some of the Azorius control lists and just kind of see what those are doing. Oh yeah, Birth of Meletus is... pretty consistent, reasonable card. You know, I actually think that maybe just a pair of Absorbs is fine. It's like a handle all counter, right? But there is something that just felt a little bit odd about that one. In large numbers. You know, maybe just like a Veto, right? Maybe something like this. Now what's going to happen is that if I'm up against an aggro deck, I can, or excuse me, if I'm up against a control deck, I can say, so I need 5 spots. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think extra Narset is as helpful. I think that's the one I cut. And I think I do like this, right? Have a Dovins in the main. 2 Dovins. Seems reasonable. I'm getting in a bunch of counters. Okay. So if I'm up against an aggro deck, what am I cutting? I'm going to cut this and this. Probably these 2. And maybe even the Elspeth Conquers Deaths against maybe some of these pricier thingies. 3, 4, 5. So at the very least, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm losing track of what my deck is supposed to even do. You know, I think this is the way I figured out how to do this one. Is I think I cut the Godzillas against the aggro decks. I think they just don't help us very much. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 slots against aggro. Thereabouts. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I need a 7, 8, 9. I think that's very reasonable, huh? Something like this. I'm actually curious what Jund decks do. No, I mean there's a few too many Brazen Borrowers, I think, for me to feel comfortable. Flame Sweep, I don't really think we need a Flame Sweep. I mean, honestly, maybe just like a Clarion against some crazy aggro guys, but even then I'm not so sure. I actually have no idea what I am supposed to do. Let me see some stuff. I'm gonna look at some Azorius lists. I'm looking at some good old Azorius lists. Maybe actually Grafdiggers. I mean, this reasonable enough. I mean, it kind of stinks that I have Elspeth Conquers Death in the main, you know. I want to play some Magic. So I don't know. Well, things that, like, I don't think I need that many Grafdiggers cages, especially if I'm running, like, Scorching Dragonfires and stuff. This feels like not the solution that I should be looking for. Okay, what is run in Junsack? I might just pound in some Clarions and call it a day. Yeah, why not, dude? Clarion. Okay, whatever. Nice. That was a successful sideboarding plan. That's how we do it, man. We have great enthusiasm and no shame. Glass Casket for anti-aggro. See, I would say that if I was not running red Volroth, then I would want the Glass Caskets. Because Glass Caskets are kind of like an exile effect. But since I'm running red, I have access to Scorching Dragonfire, which seems like an instant speed better version of that in most cases. Whew. Bringer of Lao. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is it just me? Or did Sean Plott just now put in some anti-aggro tools? Ooh, I think he did. I think he did. My land. I'm gonna wait to see just in case like a Mentor Goblin guy comes down. Get him out of there. Bang. Yeah, there's a bunch of games I played as a kid that just, like, speak to me. Oh my god, I forgot to eat lunch, didn't I? Thank you, sweetheart. Oh. Great news, everyone. I have just been fed pasta. Oh my god, it's lunch. I forgot about lunch. Lunch, man. Scorching Dragonfires are good in this matchup. Uh-oh. Is it Muty time? I think so. Oh my god. This pasta is so good. This is a tomato, cream, spinach, spaghetti with chicken in there. And yesterday, when the original batch was made, it tasted pretty good. A little mild. Put some salt, some Parmesan. Tasted quite good. Britt comes in, hands me this bowl, and I take a bite. And it's the most delicious, rich, creamy, fantastic. It was so good. It is so good. I don't even know what happened. Rim rock your body right. I have no more Scorching Dragonfires, and thus it is a good day to die. We whiffed on a little bit of land, but you know, it's okay. This is so good. This is just incredible pasta. I can't believe it. I can't begin to express to you how good this pasta is, so I'm going to begin to express it to you. This is insane. Oh my god. Oh, I don't even think there is butter in here, Caribou MT. It was this vegan cheese thing. Oh, Britt just stepped in the chat and said, I added non-vegan cheese. Oh, I see. I get it. Thank you for it. I respect it. Man, is that all it took? All it took to make this thing taste like magic. Something this chunky prince could love. So we died, but in a way we won, because we have pasta. I don't need vetoes. I don't need mystic disputes. I think I get rid of these, and I could technically get rid of the Narsets as well. We're going to put in the Gusts. We're going to put in the Shatter. We're going to put in the Scorching Dragonfires. We're going to put in the Deafening Clarions. It's just so good. It's just so good. I think I will peel a single Elspeth Conquereth Death. That is good. Oh, yeah. Wow. The vegan cheese, apparently, is not as rich and flavorful as fat-filled genuine cheese. What? God, what a genius. What a literal genius Britt is, man. I mean, I have a Deafening Clarion that's behind me. Let me just scoot myself over. There we go. There I am. Alright, we're going to need to cycle the Shark Typhoon to try to get a red source. Uh-oh. The Absorb buys us a little bit of time. Woo! Is there a reason for vegan cheese in the first place? Lactose intolerance, my friend. Here's what's going to happen. Based upon the fact there was no 1-drop, a Rimrock Knight 2-drop, we expect there to be a second Anax or a Torbrand. We did not expect that. We did not expect that at all. Holy crap, please don't be a red source off the top. Scorching Dragonfire and... Oh, Shatter the Sky. Okay. Well, I mean, Shatter the Sky also sucks for us, but we really need that. Red source. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, it makes the pasta taste even better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Youth-tacular. It's good to have you back on my screen, man. It's good to be back, Youth-tacular. It is good as can be.
Enjoy. Oh, they're so cute.
We are missing the red for the Inspired Ultimatum. Which stinkers.
I feel like death.
Which stinkers. This is an Embercleave. I'm going to puke into this pasta bowl. Can I get a Clarion, please?
Just the trick for this.
No? Kill the spitter. For he's a shitter. So, our opponent can't really... play an Embercleave. So, meh.
Hone your prowess.
I am not going to sit this one out. I've got time.
Okay. We have some hope.
Don't worry. I got this. This is
Way to tap the red! No!
I've got it.
We're gonna lose because of that. We're gonna lose because of that. We're gonna win. That was so scary. That was so scary. Oh my gosh. Ooh.
Victory is just another puzzle to be solved. Let me help you practice.
Okay. How can you switch chairs again? This is the same chair that I'm using for the last few weeks.
I have a plan.
My Herman Miller chairs, each has a different problem. But I think they have lifetime warranties, so I'm reaching out. Not soon, but eventually. I'll be reaching out.
Enlightenment begins within.
Ooh. Boop, 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 boop. Feels nice.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Whatever. Oh, that's so good. That's why I like the Jeskai Ultimatum, man. Draw 5, game 5. Kill the only threat on the board.
Many paths lie before me.
Let's try this.
I know I could have cycled it, but I don't really care much, because he's dead. Whoo! 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 Okay. Okay. Nice. Broski says, it's that pasta luck. Dude, it's so true. We were losing, then Britt came in with reformed pasta. With absolute fatful pasta. And it is absolutely fixing all the mental problems up here due to the fillingness happening down here. Oh, it's so good. This is probably not good enough, because I have 7 sweepers. So this ain't a keeper, I think. Bonk. Bringer of Law is going to win or lose based upon playing Robber of Rich on turn 2. Is basically it. Cool. Okay. So, we could take a trip to get their city. It's absolutely true. This stinks. This is a real stinker, this experience, I think. But I mean, I actually just shouldn't have kept this. That's probably the issue. If I had to point to one thing, it would be the fact that I kept this hand. Wow, that got dunked? Okay. This means that Bringer of Law is stuck on a dual Lando. Okay, so we may win this yet. Ugh. Ah. Now, bing, bang, and a bong, huh? Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, I really just shouldn't have kept this one. I think that was the issue, for sure. Weirdly, though, I feel like that was a very reassuring outcome. What's happening? What's happening? It was a reassuring outcome in that I was worried that I maybe had too many cards to deal with aggro in the sideboard. And I think that I do. I think I just need to be more thoughtful and cautious about my mulliganing. Because again, I have 7 sweepers and 8 2-mana responses. Yes. So I think that I just need to not be so excited. Thanks, number 1 bot. Oh man, number 1 bot always flattering me. Feels good. We accept flattery here. We're not ashamed of that. This lets me have a turn 3 fairy. Yes, Godzilla. Has anyone here seen Shin Godzilla? That is a really good movie. That movie is excellent. I'd give it a grade out of 8. Absolute vomit. I don't want to see this Clayman Edgewall Innkeeper. Nope, nopey, nopey, no. Not a chance. Okay. Get this. You're out of here, Edgewall friendo. But the good news is that I have Shatter the Sky's abundant.
That's more like it.
May as well bonk this down now.
I won't let you win.
Surprise says, hey Sean, Cantharion seems to have misplaced his missile launcher. Have you seen it? Oh yeah, I got your missile launcher right here. Excuse me, what? Clotheth? What's the Clotheth doing out here? Oh my god. Well, let me do this once. And just see what happens. Oops, I want this one. I like cycling. I like cycling. Thanks for humoring us, Sean. Oh, yeah. I'm so excited to play Command & Conquer Red Alert on Friday. Because, I mean, like, so many of those early RTS games, like, instill and tickle so many cool, emotional...
Hey, that was uncalled for.
...chords. Oh, man, the sentence is getting away from me. Like, okay, so take the most recent Spider-Man game, right? With single-player games, a lot of what you're trying to... Or I should say, what some single-player games are really trying to do is to embody some sensation or some feeling. And in the Spider-Man games, I mean, you feel like you're Spider-Man. Oh my god. Right, you're swung in every which way. And it's a lot of fun. Wait, where'd my Elspeth Conquers Death go? Oh, does it shuffle in the... Oh my fuck.
Don't worry, I got this.
Yeah, a lot of games are trying to get you to feel a certain experience, you know? Like, the fact that in the Spider-Man games you can, like, swing around everywhere, or in Arkham Asylum you feel decidedly Batmanly. Oh, everybody now, huh? Like, the combat system in Batman is designed to make sure that even if you don't know what you're doing, you can just pummel the crap out of everybody.
If you're up for round 2.
It is awesome. Okay? It's so good. Oh. Game's great. However, in multiplayer games, there's a whole lot of systems that have nothing to do with getting you to embody anything or to feel any sort of experience. It's just not about that, man. Okay, I'll go ahead and shock this in. Play this guy. Yeah, it's not about trying to get you to feel a certain way. It's just like functional systems that do something that is important multiplayer-wise. So take Battle Royale games. The shrinking circle in the Battle Royale genre is there to help guarantee that you actually are up against your opponent. Otherwise, you can run the risk of wandering aimlessly. Surprise, Brazen Borrower. Look. A lot of riskiness. Uh-oh. Maybe I should have shocked this beforehand. Cracked this beforehand, excuse me. And what I find sort of interesting about a lot of games that became more multiplayer focused as time went on. We are dead. A lot of games that became more multiplayer focused as time went on is that, you know, they drifted away from a lot of things that created that were sweet originally but created like sort of bad, stupid gameplay. So I'll take the Engineer in Command & Conquer. The Engineer is just the dumbest unit in multiplayer. Imagine if someone could build a cheap unit that, if dropped, could just literally take control of your buildings. Now, for any of you who don't know, in Command & Conquer, an Engineer is a unit you build, and if it touches an enemy building, it becomes yours. And one of the buildings in Command & Conquer is the building that permits you to build shit. So if you can just go in and take their construction yard, sell it, they can no longer build things. I mean, you just see that and you're like, oh, that's fucking stupid. By the way, I'm going to get rid of Godzilla Doom Inevitable because this feels very good in the control matchups. What are we going to put in here? I think I definitely want the Shatters. Get rid of Dovin's Veto. I don't think we want the Dovin's Veto. I don't even necessarily think we want this Mystic Dispute. I don't think. Scorching Dragonfire is going to be awesome. Aether Gust is going to be awesome. I have a suspicion that this Deafening Clarion is going to be awesome. I don't think we're going to have the most efficient time with an Elspeth Conquers Death. Another candidate for cutting is Shark Typhoon, but I'm not going to cut that because I can summon flying sharks with it. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many elements of those early RTS games that is just unrepentant sweetness. Intervention for the Clovers. We didn't see the Clovers. And I'm not 100% convinced that there are Clovers. Because we saw Uro and Clothis, as well as adventure creatures. So it makes me go, what are you cutting to get those in there? Probably not some of the adventure creatures. Maybe yes, but I want to be slightly cautious about going all in on an assumption. I'm not going all in, I'm just responding plainly to an assumption. Eclipse Chris, hey man, happy 13 months. Happy Baker's Dozen. Time flies. Hope you are fantastic. I gotta be honest, I am feeling better and better and better lately. Like, just yesterday was a good day. I played Griftlands, which is amazing. Then I played Black Sad with Lee and Sean, which was just fantastic. I had a ton of fun with that. I assume Brazen Borrower's coming to town. So now that I know what I'm up against, I'm going to plus this, which guarantees that Teferi will live, which guarantees that I can get an instant speed Deafening Clarion.
matter of
No.
time.
No. No. I learned my lesson. Never again. So Clayman's got a lot of land, huh? Spending all the mana to cycle a lando? Interesting! I'm gonna play our good friend Narset. Scraw!
Begins within.
Oh my god, yes, so many of those early games are just fantastic. Oh god, I love those games so much. So what? It's hot in here. Let's take a peek. What's on the other side here?
Exhale.
No. Ah! Hitting me for one. Ah! I mean, yeah, great. Let's just send that one back here, huh?
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Trust that says, should be good to notice that the engineer in Command & Conquer was only like that in the first one. Are we looting our Narset? She has been looted. Goodbye, Narset. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing this. Get this guy the hell out of here. Yeah, okay, so in Command & Conquer 1, 1995 Command & Conquer, you built one engineer and you could capture a building. And then you could sell the building, so you could even get some of the investment back. And in Red Alert, which was the 1996 RTS by Westwood, 1996 RTS by Westwood, they had engineers, but they said, clearly the engineers overpowered in Command & Conquer 1. But also, clearly we need to keep this unit. So the way we're going to have it work is that you can only capture a building if it is below a quarter health-ish. Therefore... Oh, and another mechanic of the engineer is if it touches a building and it's above that quarter health, you chunk it for a quarter damage. Oh, I know what I'm going to do here. Play this. Ow. I can't believe you've done this. So I gotta get this guy out of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw something with the Lovestruck Beast.
Strike with the cunning mind of the dragon.
Alright.
No,
Yeah, I mean, and it's just so funny. I just love it. They're like, no. I mean, like, I know it's like broken bullshit. We want to make it a little bit less broken bullshit, but we still want that broken bullshit all over this game, and it's going to be a core mechanic. And I'm just like, yeah, that's the way that it should be. Alright, so what I will do is I will plus this to gain a red mana. I will use this red mana to heal this player and shoot that player. This then resolves. We take 1 damage. Ah! We then summon a 7/7 Flying Shark, gain 5 life, fill our hand up to the brim, play this, and still make sure that we can cast things at instant speed later on.
I've got it.
Probably don't need this Clarion. Interesting lack of use of Cindervines from our opponent. What do you mean? The fact that our opponent just wants to spend Cindervines to destroy the Shark Typhoon? I mean, why would you do that? It's paying us for all this damage. Oh, man. Like, okay, what are things in games that you played as a kiddo that as an adult you look back at it and you're like, oh, that's broken. There's no reason that should be there. And yet, it's still sweet and you miss it. Like the engineer, oh my god. Oh, the cerebral bore. Oh my god. In Turok 2, there was a weapon that one-shot enemies and it tracked them. So you would just get it and you'd just be like, oh, you, bam! And it would have this really loud, like... Alright, let's see if Clayman's ready to experience deja vu. Oh, Odd Job and GoldenEye? Oh, yeah. Where there's just one character that's literally better than other characters, because he's short. Oh, the Golden Gun and GoldenEye? Oh, yeah, the one-shot kill gun. Oh, felt so good. You know, if I had to point to something like the Golden Gun... I was actually having a conversation with my buddies about this with regard to Dota. Is that, okay, so Dota is a strategy game where the choices you make early on compound as time goes forward. So, if you did a good job early on, you'll have more money. And you can spend that money to give yourself more power, which can help you do more farming, kill more enemies, take more objectives, and, in other words, it lets you get more money, right? And you actually sometimes hit periods in games where you go, oh, well, we can't win this. We've missed our window. And someone's just so brokenly, stupidly powerful. And dude, sometimes that stupidly, brokenly powerful person is you.
Ikoria is for me. Let me help you practice.
Sometimes a stupidly broken person is you. And you know what? It's kind of incredible. Oh my god, farts. Well, that's okay. I can Elspeth Conquers Death, kill the questing beast, and then that's good. Like, and I mean, if you've watched any of my Dota Wednesday streams, which I've been doing for...
This is so irritating. My apologies.
For 3.5 years now. If you've watched any of those Dota streams, there's games where we just pound someone apart, and I go, yep, this is the reason I play this game. Not for close, interesting, strategic things. It's that power-tripping moment. And I gotta be honest, a lot of those early mechanics in games are so brilliantly distilled power trip moments. I mean, oh, just like wondrous power trips. Going all in on this. And I mean, like, the Golden Gun is a fantastic example of this. If you get the Golden Gun in GoldenEye, you can one-shot kill people. Is that fair? No, and that's what makes it so delicious. Just going around, you're like, oh, there's Sean, and bam! And I'm like, what the fuck? And you're like, it's awesome. No more, Clayman. Not a chance. King Andrew 1229 says, hey Day 9, just got into Magic recently and found out about your channel. And I really appreciate the content you put out. The card reviews help me a ton. Figuring out what's a good card or a bad card. Isn't it wonderful to know that essentially every card is a 0 out of 5? Isn't that great? Is there a questing beast in hand? That's the only one that really makes sense. Then why would you do that? Alright, it's gamble time. I think I needed to cycle this. I think I just didn't have enough big spells. But yeah, oh my gosh, like, I love how just gloriously power tripful those games were. Also, do you feel that? Do you feel that? Do you feel that there is an ultimatum right on the top of the deck? Do you feel that? I knew I felt something. It was weird for me to just feel that a little bit beforehand. I'm back. Yeah, I'll attack with this. Yeah. Someone from Wizards of the Coast is watching. They're just foop, foop. This player will heal, that player will take it to the dome. So now we have 10 damage in the skies, our opponent is at 8, and I don't think that there is a way for our buddy to survive.
Really should have seen that coming.
Just in case there's something I've missed. Okay. Man, a lot of bling blings going down on that. Let's not forget Mono Green's coming up in a little bit. Oh man, this shirt shrunk and I put on some pounds. It's okay. It's just so much more to die. I gotta lean back a little bit more. Oh, I'm gonna go first. Oh, what a treat! What a treat it is to go first. All right, I'm against Spike Sparrow. Do I still hate blue as much as I did in those videos? They really edited Spellslingers to make me look like I truly could not keep my shit together with respect to blue in that game. Devil Lord 675 months. Welcome back. Schmelcome back. And El Dixo has gifted 5 subaroos. It's good to be back and it's good to see you all. And again that we see the Jeskai colors.
This isn't a fight.
We can make some assumptions about what we're up against. Perhaps it is Winota. But if it is, ain't no agents coming soon. Ah, it's Jeskai, bunch of walkers. Got it.
Thoughtfulness before action.
I'm gonna keep getting big.
Don't worry, I got this.
So Spike Sparrow is gonna get a little bit of card advantage avec Narset par Reveils. Feels so good to be playing like real Magic, you know? Yeah, avec is the coolest word in all of French language, man. Avec just means like with.
Keep an open mind.
Like avec prejudice. Oh wait, I can counter this. Don't worry. Avec. Okay, gain a life. Okay. I was like, wow, I thought I countered. Avec your pal Sean. Bam. One of the things I love about Shark Typhoon. So I need to bonk this, which now allows me to draw. Now I get to breathe a sigh of relief. I can do this. Boink. Submit nothing.
That's more like it.
I think cycling like this is fine. But like fromage, indeed, with cheese, How was filming PC Game Show? It was fun. It was fun. A lot of time spent. But overall, a handy dandy old time.
Oh,
I see no reason to force the issue. We have a big advantage. What I really need is some Landos. I need some Landos. Oh man, my neck is a little sore. I think, like, a lot of times when I start playing this game, I start to lean forward, like, really hard, and my posture is, like, not good. Okay. So, do I want to absorb this? Or do I want to Dovin's Veto this? I think I'm going to do the more expensive one as my option. So then that way, I can play a Narset.
Victory is just enough breathe in. Excellent.
I've got it.
Teenage Narset is very good in this matchup. Started leaning on my desk again, it's awful. Man, the neck on this thing is like so tight. If you want to Aether Gust that, put it on top. No, I'm just going to decline that action. Teenage Mutant Ninja Narset. Teenage Mutant Ninja Narset. Absolument. Wow, wow, wow.
I've got time.
Alright, let's see what comes down next from Spike Sparrow. I don't want something 6 mana roasting my friend.
This might be a bad idea.
Yeah, this particular play might be a bad idea, but that's okay. I got a Shark Bell. Okay. Well, this does accomplish one of my goals. Probably don't need a ton of Narsets. I mean, that's really good. I mean, if I can get an Inspired Ultimatum off, and Teferi can live, I mean, that's so good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, yes. Uh-huh. Yes, 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 yes. That was a brutal round. Oh. Guess what? My opponent can't counter this, so this player will heal, this player will hurt. And we players will become the bastard we were always meant to be. Some of you may or may not know, one of my favorite things that is said in all of Korean drama-ish is the phrase, "this bastard."
I prefer a peaceful resolution.
I don't really understand why "this bastard" is such a common thing to say in Korean dramas. I can't give you the etymology of it, but I do love going, oh, this bastard. Bastard is my word of choice. Alright, so I'm probably going to chuck the shock land. Bang. I think I'm going to chuck the plains. Ordinarily I chuck the shock land because I don't like taking damage, but I'm already healing up so much. What do you know? I have a solution for that. Yeah, no, I never quite finished my thought on the companions. I think companions are overall a good idea. You get, effectively, an 8th card for a structured deck-building deficit. And we can't counter anything, should something be cast. But that's okay. We're out of range with the important card. Okay, bing bong. It's time to say so long to Teferi. Quite contrary.
Glad I can help with your not being on fire problem.
Huh. Yeah, I think it's, I think the idea of companions is really good. I think that the execution of it, like how it actually wound up panning out, resulted in the power level being too high. And I think the real danger of companions, I think, is not... Yeah, I'd love to take this action. I think the real danger of companions is not their power. I think it's the linearity.
The focused and disciplined encounter no
I think that is the
obstacle.
real issue.
Meditate and prepare.
Let's see what gets peeled, because Scorching Dragonfire on Mars is going to be nice. Ewok Nations, thank you.
I have reached you.
Trust me. You'll thank me later. Let's try this.
Okay, so we play this first. Hello. This has to get countered. Good. We shock this in, because if there's a Mystic Dispute, we want to be able to pay the 3 mana for it.
Let's slow this down.
I think I actually minus here.
Trust me. I have a plan.
Okay. Does that suck?
This is hardly my worst defeat.
Yeah, sure does. I would love to cast that ultimatum. Spike Sparrow's doing something real similar to me, which means Spike Sparrow's cool in my book. This is the most reasonable course of action. This can get countered, but I'd rather have this get countered.
Trust me. I have a plan. Feel the heat of my flames. Your end has arrived.
I like this play. Smashing down a haste Godzilla.
Come on.
Ow. When can I use this? Let's just get this one. Get this one out of here. I think that's going to be an acceptable play. Yeah, I think that the the way that companions are playing out right now, I think adds a lot of really some much-needed choppiness. That's how I might describe it. Much-needed choppiness and disruptionness to the way the companions work. I think that I feel like there is often a conflation between what is the design space versus is this a fair card or not.
Watch this. That didn't go according to plan.
And I think that there wound up being a lot of, you know, pain points with respect to, with respect to how powerful some of the companions were, versus whether or not it's like a really bad design. I think like it's in it. I think more precisely, my opinion on those cards is that I feel like they are in the category of being, they're like adjacent to really awesome. You.
I misjudged our communication.
Alright. Nice. I'm feeling like a smarty pants.
No sword can pierce my... Come to me.
Come to me. Tell me your name. How long is this game going to take? Absolutely forever.
Listen to them roar.
Who do I want out of the bin? I think I only have a Narset in here, huh? My Teferis are in exile.
Would rather die than lose.
Rather die than lose. Roar. Alright. Shark in the Masterless.
We begin.
Listen, missed the whole trampled part of Godzilla. You know, when my opponent makes mistakes, I don't stop them. Sun Tzu, Art of War, etc., etc. Loyalty.
Victory is just another puzzle to be solved.
I'm gonna have minus. I'm just gonna
Meditate with me.
chuck that at this dude. There we go. Whole bunch of uncounterable stuff. That feels good. Hit me. Bang. I'm gonna see what else is here. Let's go ahead and cycle. Go ahead and cycle. That's a good one. Man, so our opponent is doing a Jeskai Super Friends deck. It appears that.
Enlightenment begins within.
So we got a few turns of smash in the face. Still game one. That's right, still game one. StarCraft 1990, 70 months. I'm getting old. Oh, how age takes its toll upon us. Let's cycle. Do I want to have my chair up and my chair down? Maybe I want my chair up. Maybe this is what will help my posture. It's elevating myself. I have elevated. Exactly like what you're supposed to do with the dish in MasterChef. Alright, a few turns away. Out of there. I can't believe that card turned out to be useful. That is amazing to me. Alright, 1 Shark Typhoon, 2 Shark Typhoons. Got it. You know what? I'm going to hang on to this. I already have all my basic lands out, so this doesn't do anything. right now this Fabled Passage is about as effective as a Fabled Passage submitted in a what the deck. Counter. No. Thanks, game. Thanks, game. Thanks so much. What's the game clock at? My opponent. It's 22 minutes. I have 19 minutes.
Hope it's not too hot for you.
I insist. Please. I absolutely, ridiculously insist. Bum, 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 bum.
I know my responsibility.
Now, the good news is that I have gotten Yidaro up to 3. Excuse me, not Yidara. Godzilla, Doom Inevitable. Ow.
Might be a bad idea.
Okay, that's quite a plus there. Plus thing.
Many
You know, I think that
paths lie before me.
I'm going to do this. I'm just going to try to take out this. Seems
Hey, at least
reasonable
I tried.
course of action. Then go ahead and cycle this, which then immediately puts it into the battlefield. And then I'm going to smash like that. It feels like a good play. Feels like a good a play as any. And then
That's how it was meant to happen.
with regard to and with respect to the value, let's go ahead and bounce this Elspeth Conquers Desk. And really, the question is, who wore Jeskai better? I think of today's town ball and the town hall. My look says it all.
Let me help you practice.
Let's try this.
Yidaro beats Sarkon. Feels good. Feels nice. Alright. Oh my gosh. Great news, everybody. Great news.
Years of training have led to
After lots of effort, one of us is below our starting life total. It's a thing of beauty, really. This card feels really good in these long games, but it feels pretty mediocre otherwise. Bing. Bong.
If you wish to surrender now, I have just the trick for this.
Narset into Narset. We love to see it.
Breathe in. Exhale.
I have enough mana.
I have practiced against many foes like you.
If you encounter someone with Immortal Summon, would you just concede? Well, we are fortunately playing Standard, and that rotated out, although I do miss the shit out of that card. I miss that card. We don't need the Scorching Dragonfire. We don't need the Shatter the Skies. We want Gusts, Strokes, Disputes, Vetoes. Oh, baby. I think I only need a pair of Aether Gust. I don't think I need all 4. That was only game 1? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Best of 3, you know it. Oh, my God. Dude, that seasoned saucy pasta absolutely got me. Any plans to give Historic Q a shot? I did some Historic beforehand. The thing, there should be a video of me smashing my way with Gruul up to Mythic. Yeah, I mean, the thing about me and Historic is that I have been moving and then PC gamering, and then last week I kind of didn't do much of anything. So I haven't actually played very much Standard. And so this is kind of like my first day spent in the post-ban meta. And, you know, Historic Anthology 3 came out. I haven't gotten a chance to play with that yet. Phyrexian Obliterator is just like one of the all-time dopest cards in all of Magic. Okay, opponent goes first. Alright, so this means that I should probably Fabled Passage on some red mana. I need to be a little cognizant of the time, so I'm just going to go ahead and shop this in because I want to work towards my absorb mana. And still have enough up to cycle Godzilla. Ugh, this sucks ass. Alright, so here's what's going to have to happen. Teferi's going to get played. I'm going to Mystic Dispute the Teferi. At which point, Spike Sparrow is then going to Mystic Dispute my Mystic Dispute to resolve Teferi. So see, I do this, and then this is going to get Mystic Disputed. And I need to do it in this order, because now Spike Sparrow is fully tapped out, so the next turn I can play Narset and probably wind up throwing the Inspired Ultimatum.
Don't worry, I got
to kill this bastard. Gain a card, lose a card, but kill the important card.
By bringing it strike with a cunning mind.
That's pretty important. Oh. Oh my. So if I say blue mana, why now, dude? Why now, brown cow? Blue mana. If I then shock this in and play Narset Part of Veils, if my opponent has a Mystic Dispute, we just pay 3. That's fine. A Dovin's Veto would guarantee that that does not resolve.
Hone your prowess.
Seems good. My opponent might just have an Aether Gust and might just send Narset to the top. After all said and done. 2-coster, huh? You got it. A strong play. Dude, now that there's, like, not as many out-of-control, efficient plays, I feel like Shark Typhoon is going to slowly make its way up. I love that card. I still love that card. It was my pick for best card in Ikoria. That was wrong. But then they banned / removed all the other Fukales. No, not my Narset. No, don't bonk her in the face. Her face. No, not her face. Not her face. Ow.
Contain your rage.
Could be that there's going to be an end of turn Aether Gust on this. Be a wee bit weird. Yeah, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this.
Consider the future, then
Discard the
strike.
Aether Gust to zap this. Yeah. And I'm actually just going to wait and cycle this Shark Typhoon. This gives me the opportunity to do... do I actually have double absorb? There's an absorb and... Nope, I don't have a double absorb. Oh, I see, it's a Castle Vantress. Okay. Okay. What was the best card in the set? It was the Companions. Yori and Luris. 2 top, 0 bot. You hate to see that. I think it's okay for her to go.
I will miss you, friend.
I will miss you, friend. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare Thumb War. Yeah. Oh my god. No, I'm gonna keep 2 counters up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yorion and Luris just became like out of control, boys. Just absolutely out of control. Oh. Yeah, what I did to my neck. I'm not sure what I did to my poor, poor neck. Let's just make sure she doesn't. I mean, I don't want any more funny business. Let's just get that out of the way. Luris Annihilated Vintage and Legacy. Dude, I have been watching some Vintage, and that format is weird, man. That is just a weird format. Everything about it, I've been looking at it going, huh? Like, but why? What? I still think I want to just leave maximum counter mana up. Vintage is great, says Leffa wins. Man, I was watching some, like, dredge decks where you just don't have anything that generates mana. Like, what? Alright. Very good.
I know my responsibility. Here we go.
Very good. It's just crazy. Look. I mean, there's so much in like these older Magic formats that it's just. I mean, it's not even about playing a game anymore. It's just about abstraction. I think I need to not be greedy. My opponent only has 6 mana.
I'll protect you.
How do you even follow it though? Asks Hoofy Rogers. I think on MTG seems impossible to follow as reading the cards is impossible on streams. Yeah, no, I mean it's tricky for sure. But I mean you just slow it down and pause and read.
You're about to. Utterly is the best way to destroy things.
That's more like it.
Well, we're on the clock. We are on the clock.
Aw, looks like someone's getting a little sweaty.
I mean, there are some cards, you know, and I think that Mark Rosewater said this, and I just think this is such an eloquent analysis, which is that all the problem cards in Magic, I'm not saying not all the problem cards, but there is a category of problem cards. I think I actually do this so I can draw twice. Nice. I'm gonna do this first. This could get countered with Dovin's Veto or a Mystic Dispute. Why not counter the Chandra? Because this spell can't be countered. Don't worry, I tried to do the same thing earlier, and the game was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "No, I'm not sure. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you."
Humble your mind. There is all strike with a cunning mind.
What were we even talking about? Oh yeah, there's just, Mark Rosewater said there's this whole category of things in Magic that are problematic, which can be categorically referred to as cards that make it too easy to transform one resource into another resource. Encountering everything. Bing bong. Ooh.
Many paths lie before me.
Many paths. Ooh.
Well, fresh out of fuel.
Like, for instance, if you can turn your life into mana. If you can turn cards in your graveyard into mana. Oh, farts.
Let's make this quick.
I mean,
Like someone's getting
specifically in Magic, it almost always refers to just the ability to... Oh, okay.
think, then act.
In Magic, it almost exclusively refers to situations in which you are
Let me
turning
demonstrate the prowess of my ancestors. Meditate with me.
various stuffs into mana. I mean, we are actually getting cooked here. I mean, we are getting cooked. And that's what made Dredge such a terrible mechanic in so many ways. Oh. She costs 2, can't do anything about it. I think I do have a Godzilla down here. Oh, is Godzilla in exile? Got the Godzilla. Loyalty. Fucking asshole card. So this is how we have to do this, right? Because I have a lot of these. So I can bounce this. Take a peek at what's coming up next. Get that one out. I don't know why I'm not playing this Fabled Passage. I really need to start playing that. I do want the health here.
To open the mind, you must first open the heart. Not too hot for you.
I wanted to kill the Narset because, like, I feel like I can get around health issues a little more easily, but it's tricky for me to get around card draw issues and, like, running out of utility. Alright, I am cooking. Okay. Alright, I don't have anything in here, right? I finally waited until I drew my last island. And that's what I get. I deserve this.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Breathe in. Exhale.
Now, if my opponent plays a Sarkhan, I can bounce it. That's gonna bonk Godzilla. You got it. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 13 Nyana. You know, maybe a Chandra Awakened Inferno would actually be good in our deck. Man, that seems pretty tight, huh? You're gonna shoot Narset. Oh,
Glad I can help with your not being on fire problem.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 minus 2 is oftentimes 11. Did I do it? Is this the win? Huh? 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 So our opponent can't do anything because we have Teferi on this turn, but still. 3, 4, 5. Ow. Ow. Ugh. Ah. Ugh. I did it! Didn't I? Zoinks. Alright, Woo! Alright, so here is my conclusion. Here's what I'm concluding. I'm concluding that there's some... This deck is still fun as hell. This deck is still fun as hell. However, this deck, what? What? Huh? What? I said what? What happened? What? This deck is still fun, but this deck is not mono green Stompy.